What's up, everybody? My name is Ron Empire, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to check out a game called Blades for Hire. I got a key here from the developer to do a coverage. Thank you, Double Tap, developer, and publisher Valkyrie Initiative for providing the game key. Currently playing the demo. It was part of the Steam Next Festival. You guys can also check this out. The demo is still available. Let me read to you the description off of Steam. Experience the gripping world of Blades for Hire with our exclusive demo. Lead your mercenary guild through challenging missions, make impactful decisions, and engage in strategic combat. Guide your guild to prosperity or ruin as you navigate the harsh realities of a mercenary's life. The description here gives me a lot of Battle Brothers and Wartale vibes. So I'm really excited to see what this is all about. Alright, let's check out the settings. So I've got all these choices here. Well, there's only two choices. English or whatever that is. Graphics, let's go with high, I guess. It's 2D, so it can't be that bad, right? Yeah, okay. Full screen's off, master's on, lowered music. I'm leaving the sound on. I enabled all of this. So yeah, clicking outside the window basically mutes the game. I don't know if it pauses or not. But that is kind of annoying. I don't know what this is all about yet, so we'll check it out together here with the new game. Okay. That was it, huh? I guess these are my dudes? I don't know. I only have one choice here. I can only click on this. Childhood dreams? I feel like there's voiceover, or we're missing voiceover. I have no idea what's going on here. And those of you who pass all my trials shall be granted the great honor of serving me and the entire house of Urs. What is your name? Ben, just Ben, my lord. Very good, Ben. Why are you here? Pass the trials and enter the service. Enter your service, my lord. Wonderful, Ben. Answer me one more question. Who let you in here? Uh-oh. Remove this bastard piece of shit from my courtyard right now. What? What's happening? Why? What did I do wrong? No. Huh, interesting. What's the matter, Ben? Lost something at the bottom of the mug? No, Sophia, I'm waiting for one deep enough to drown in. And how long will this go on? Until the money from the sold sword and armor runs out. After that, I'll have to borrow from you. What's all that noise? Is there some kind of celebration today? The poor are mocking the suffering of the rich. Last night, an aristocrat's estate burned down, nothing left but ashes. That aristocrat was Ertz, you know so well. Truly a celebration. No one survived. Interesting. Interesting story. What a pity. Except for that, good for nothing, the youngest of Ertz's heirs. What a pity. The boy can't seem to grow without playing with soldiers, but now, instead of picking elite guardsmen, he hires all sorts of rabble. He's found a guild and takes on task for all kinds of wealthy folk. But you said the estate was reduced to ashes. He has nothing left. Does it take a lot? A couple of coins? A few connections? He's probably dreamed of doing this since childhood. Did you have a dream when you were a kid? I wanted to become a court knight. And you became a drunk. Go wash up or something. You reek of a month-long bender. Interesting. A couple of coins, a few connections, you say. Blades for hire. Hey boys, want to make a bit of coin? This is the map of the province Gornith, where the events of the story unfold. Continue? The buttons at the top of the interface let you control the flow of time. You can also use the spacebar to pause and the plus or minus keys to adjust the game speed. To avoid bankruptcy, keep an eye on the clock. Mercenary wages are paid every week. Okay, very Battle Brothers and Wartales. Money is earned through hard, sometimes dishonorable, ruthless work. Yet it flows away in a swift stream, mostly to pay the wages of the dishonorable and ruthless mercenaries. Your primary source of income is completing missions. All currently available missions appear on the map as scroll icons. Some have a preset difficulty level, which is indicated by the color of the ribbon. Mercenary positioning plays a crucial role in combat. It's easy to guess that those with higher defense stats should go in the front row, while ranged attackers or mages are best kept in the back. Okay. Assigning mercenaries to missions is quite easy. Just click on their portraits and drag them with the mouse. Aside from running missions, you'll also need to manage your organization. For that, you'll rely on a team of specialists with their own role. To interact with them, click the To the Tavern button, or use the corresponding icon on the map. Okay. I'm not in the list, right? My name is Ben, right? I'm not in the list. Ben the boss? Ben the boss, huh? Sophia the manager. Lewis the agent. The quartermaster. Frederick. Oh, that's not bad, the graphics. So these are my dudes, huh? How much do you cost? Oh, his wage is 0. 1 coin? 0 coins. 1 coin? 1 coin? 1 coin? 1 coin. I see. There's 8 of them, right? Yep, there's 8 people here. How much am I missing? Plan expenses 19? How's it 19? I don't count 19. Unless I have to pay the bouncer and the quartermaster. Training? The bouncer does training? Maybe the bouncer does cost me. Recruitments. Oh, Ben can recruit people. Plan expenses? Oh, the specialist cost me money. And the mercenaries only cost me 7. Manage storage. Unlocks the ability to buy storage. To buy and store mana. Also allows to charge up mages. Increases the mercenaries' health recovery during rests to 20 points per day. Accommodations, number of weekly contracts. Increase contract durations to 2 to 3 days. Oh, interesting. So I guess I only have 1 contract a week right now, right? Increase the number of recruits available. Okay, these are like the upgrades to the guild. And what do you do? You're the agent. This is just tutorials, right? Magic and mana, combat, mercenary slots. I'm gonna probably skip the tutorial. Let's see what this is all about. This guy needs heals, right? Harsh interrogation. Can I move around the map? Oh, okay. I can zoom out. Right click and doesn't do anything. Middle mouse button is scrolling the map. Okay. We are currently paused. I think. Yep, we're currently paused. Alright, well, there's only one scroll on the board, right? That's the only thing I can do. Harsh interrogations. Or interrogation. The miraculously surviving aristocrat appears to be completely lacking in imagination. His organization is simply called the Guild, and is based in Swanford, the town closest to the sacked Earth Estate. It would be wise to find out how these people conducted their business, and Lewis already has a potential source of mine. Ollie the Short, rumored to have been expelled from the guild for incompetence, is known to frequent the Dancing Beer Tavern, where he drinks heavily on a regular basis. A team needs to be sent to negotiate with him. Negotiate, huh? Interesting. This is kind of an interesting game. I need to put mages in the back row, right? Ranges in the back, mages in the back. Are you a healer? You're a healer. Mercenary soldier in the front. You are a fighter. You're a cutthroat. You do 27 damage. How's your damage? 19? 37. Do you know a guy named Clifford Clark? No E, though? I see. Interesting. Can I name these people? I wonder if I can name these people. Hang on, let me see. I don't know if I can name these guys. No, I cannot. Yeah, I cannot name these guys. It's kind of a missed opportunity for developers not to let us name these characters for Twitch integration or Twitch interaction, right? Yeah. Well, even if you're not streaming on Twitch, right? Just naming your crew is very important and fun, right? To making you feel good. More, I guess, more attached to your crew. Very missed opportunity there. Alright, we will take Clark Clifford, right? Now what do we do? Oh, I guess unpause. Yep, it's very Battle Brothers-ish. See yourself die in a most glorious way or tragic way. Right, yeah, exactly, right? Name your characters. Give your character your own name, and it's like, yes. You feel, I guess, more attached, right? With your crew. And, you feel good when you win. The mercenaries arrive at the inn at the height of the evening. The place is crowded and noisy, and the target is drinking alone at a corner table. Approach now. Wait for the inn to close. Wait for the inn to close. The mercenaries wait until late at night, when the last guests are finally sent home. After following Ollie for a few blocks, the party cuts him off in a dark alley. Shorty bumps into one of the party members, loses his balance, and falls into a roadside ditch. With some grumbling, the mercenaries haul the drunkard out, trying not to get too muddy in the process. Interrogate. Okay. The former mercenary seems completely deranged. It's unclear if he even knows where he is. Instead of answering, he mumbles unintelligibly. Right, okay. After taking out some of their frustration on the unresting drunk, the party realizes this isn't going to work. The man's eyes roll back, and he clearly passes out. Try and bring him around. Wait, I gained something. Wait, that's my side, right? Or no? Yeah, this is my side. So loyalty is reduced, but loyalty is increased. Interesting. Try and bring him around, dragging Shorty to the nearest well. The mercenaries dump a bucket of cold water on his head. Miraculously, it works. The drunkard straightens up and blinking in shock and looking around in confusion. Shivering from the cold or fear, Ollie barely manages to answer a few questions before heavy footsteps echo behind the party. Turning around, the mercenaries see a trio of city guards appearing on the scene at the worst possible moment with hands on their weapons. The guards demand to know what kind of misconduct is occurring before them. Fight? Success depends on the maximum charisma of the party. Oh. Enter negotiation failure. The guard doesn't seem to buy the story about helping a drunk friend. Judging by the weapons they draw, the negotiations are over. Bribe? Oh, I don't know about bribing, guys. That means less money. Attack. Drawing their weapons, the mercenaries launch a sudden attack. The guards raise their swords to meet them. Fight. 2 guards and a captain. Uh-oh. What do you have to say? Oh, what's happening? Depending on the circumstances, battles may have modifiers. An ambush allows one side to perform an extra opening round of attacks. A brawl always ends without lasting injuries to the mercenaries. Bruise ecos don't count. A brawl always ends without lasting injuries to the mercenaries. Okay. Before combat begins, you can assign a tactic to each mercenary. During battle, tactics can be changed at any time, but the change will only take effect once all mercenaries' turn comes around. Morale changes throughout the battle based on different factors, like using certain tactics or landing a critical hit. Morale affects a fighter's willingness to stay in the fight. For example, at 90% morale, there's a 10% chance the fighter will retreat on their own. A fighter with 100% morale or more is guaranteed to stay in battle, assuming they're still alive. Combat can be sped up, okay. To battle. Is this turn-based? No, it's auto combat. Wait, unless I get to assign something. Random target will be selected for the attack. Heroes fight. Reckless strike. Oh. I can choose. Retreat? No. Shield bash. I don't want to retreat, right? Huh, interesting. Semi... auto combat. Can I move them around? I cannot move them around. Okay, it's semi, auto combat. We got it right. Lost some health though. Victory. I get some shield. Oh, I got a shield. I'll take it. Return to integration. Left without potential survivors. Shorty quickly spills out all the information the party was after. Mission accomplished. As they part ways, the mercenaries ask why people call the informant Shorty, since he's actually average height. He mutters something about it not being about height, and walks off, looking rather sad. Okay. Interesting. The recruitment window displays all characters currently available for hire. The pool of potential recruits is refreshed weekly. Okay. Continue. A mercenary's price depends on their level, equipment, and traits. To dismiss an unwanted employee, click the dismissal button in the hero window, or simply send them into a battle they're unlikely to survive. Choose whichever is more convenient. Oh my goodness. Okay. Choose whichever is more convenient. Interesting. Okay, meat shields. It's probably better to get rid of them in battle, right? Because then you have a meat shield. Okay, the left mouse button also moves the window around. Okay, hold left mouse button is the same as hold middle mouse button for panning the screen. This is my party, right? Do we want to hire people or no? We have some money. Training. Okay, so only the people not in the party can train. Oh, interesting. I have nothing in storage, right? This is recruitment. This guy's just tutorials. That guy's heals. This guy basically allows me to juggle people around. Or buy gear from the market. Oh, I do have something in storage. That item. Oh, they're on a mission. They don't return. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and let them return. Alright, so now they're back. Oh, okay. So I can manage everybody now that they're back. I see. Can I rearrange this? I can't rearrange this. Is there a way to sort? What is this? Endurance. Who needs heals? This guy, and this guy, right? His shield is what? 20%? What does this do? 30%. 15, 25? 10, 20. This definitely is better. Oh, I can put it on anybody, huh? Interesting. That guy sucks. Clark has 20 damage, 19 damage. That guy has a lot of damage. That's probably because he's got a two-hand sword, right? Can I put this on you? No, I cannot. Nope, I cannot. Okay. The only person that can take it is... Oh, that guy can take it. You're 27, right? Okay. That's probably better than her. Okay. How do I go back? Oh, I gotta close out. I had some money. What should I do? Increase mercenaries' health recovery during rest by 20 points. Mana storage. Number of contracts. I can't click on anything else. There's nothing else to do, right? I think I just have to lapse time, right? Infirmary. Increase the mercenaries' health recovery during rest to 20 points per day. Do they heal over time? Do I have an infirmary? Maybe I don't have an infirmary. I don't know. This is all I got, right? I can't do anything else. Do I have an infirmary? Oh, it's the... Okay, he's resting. Yeah, I can't do anything else. Ben the boss, I can recruit people. I think I have to just fast forward time, right? Or let time move. Yeah, I just let time move. I don't know. Oh, there's contracts now on the board. To catch the uncatchable. A poster with the distinctive features of a notorious thief known as Crook hangs outside of the city guard post. There's a reward for catching the villain. It sounds like a good way to earn some money. Okay. What about you? Since the business has yet to gain momentum, every coin counts. Lewis suggests borrowing a small batch of weapons from one of the local warehouses. Judging by what we know about the quality of the guards, the equipment won't be anything special, but it will do for now. Okay, so we have two choices. Get some money, or get some equipment. Who else is there? The peasant is 27. Alright, that's fine. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully this is gonna be fine, right? I don't see the people resting at home healing. The party arrives at the local guard post to get more details about the wanted man. One of the guards reluctantly shares that the thief has a history of stealing valuables from wealthy households. The items usually turn up later on the black market, but the source has never been traced. Asked about the poster. According to the guard, the local wealthy residents finally got tired of ransoming their family heirlooms. They joined forces and hired an artist to create posters featuring the thief's face. When asked where the image of such an elusive criminal came from, the guard admits he doesn't know. Ask about the investigation. To catch the uncatchable, right. Okay, the irritated guard says no one has time to deal with this case right now. If the rich have enough money to pay some scribbler, they'd better be better off hiring a private investigator or sponsoring the city guard. When the mercenaries claim they are private investigators, the guard gives them a scornful look. Still, he tells them how to find the head of the house, Black Marsh, who organize the other aristocrats for a joint effort. Go to the address. Go Richard Blackmarsh is found at his estate. He even designs or deigns to receive the uninvited guest in his office almost immediately, apparently encouraged by the stated reason for their visit. After glancing over the group, the aristocrat faintly wrinkles his nose, but gestures for them to speak. When the mercenaries once again introduce themselves as private investigators, the reaction is somewhat more positive. Oh. Ask about the thief. Description. Suggest to pay the guards. Inquire about the stolen items. Ask about the thief's description. Blackmarsh Sr. says he never saw the thief himself. His cousin Corwin was in charge of putting together the description. Corwin is most likely working at the town chancery. Go to his cousin. Inquire about the stolen items. Richard eagerly describes the missing possessions, casually estimating the total loss at several hundred gold pieces. Hundreds, huh? Suggest to pay the guards? The noble sarcastically replies that he has no intention of paying people already paid to do a job they're incapable of. Okay. Ask for an advance? He listens while mocking smile, then suggests that the party enlist in the city guard instead. Right, go to his cousin. After saying goodbye to the aristocrat, the party leaves the estate. At the town chancery, the guards let the mercenaries in only reluctantly, and the official they're looking for seems quite busy. Judging reluctantly, right? By the long line outside his office. Okay. Wait my turn or cut the line. Success depends on the total strength of the party. Do I have it? Any 36. Or is that the total? Is that my total? I think that's my total, right? Six and 6. Okay. Yeah, it is 36. Success. The mercenaries rudely shove the others aside and enter the office. The official glares at them over his papers and asks in a disgruntled tone what they want. Explain yourself. Upon hearing the explanation, Corwin brightens up and invites the party to ask any questions relevant to their investigation. Ask for a perpetrator's description. Inquire about the stolen items. Corbin Blackmarsh states that it wasn't he who gave the description of the artist, but his son-in-law, Hubert. Oh my god. Who are these people? No one has the real description. The man is probably relaxing at his favorite tavern, the Boar and Peacock, just a few blocks away. Inquire about the stolen items. Corwin provides an exhaustive list of what's missing. Noticing the mercenaries' eyes glaze over, he transcribes everything onto paper and solemnly hands it to them. Ask for an advance. The official replies that a contract must be drawn up first, which could take several working days. Once that's done, if the party has proper credentials, they can discuss a possible advance. The mercenaries wisely change the subject. Go to the brother-in-law. Okay, leaving the bureaucrats, the party heads to the tavern. They find the man sitting in a private table in the company of a couple of over-painted women and a pile of empty bottles. Clearly intoxicated, Hubert tries to wave the mercenaries away, but instead drops his mug to the floor. While the drunkard searches under the table, the party quickly explains why they dared to interrupt his leisure time. Ask about the description. Hubert declares that he's never even met the artist. in person, it must have been Richard Blacksmith who gave the description, since he organized the whole thing. Ask about the stolen items. Hubert slurs a list of clearly exaggerated losses. After all, no matter how skillful a thief Cricket was, it was unlikely that he stole not just family jewels, but also the tea set of the aristocrat's late great-grandmother, and the cabinet it was stored in. Ask for an advance. The aristocrat hiccups unhappily and hands over 5 gold coins. Hubert replies to the inquisitive looks that he has no more money on him, and then orders another drink. Return to the manor. Huh, interesting. The party decides not to waste time on the drunkard and returns to Richard. The aristocrat is outraged and tells the detectives to speak directly to the artist and find out who gave him the description. He offers some unfiltered opinions about negligent fools who distract hardworking people with nonsense. The mercenaries leave the inhospitable manor. Something shady here. At the specified location on the outskirts of the city, the party finds the artist's house. Like the rest of the neighborhood, the building was clearly seen better days. It appears that whatever the artist was paid by the rich, it was enough to fix the roof. Go inside. The party finds the artist sorting through some jewelry. When he noticed the armed visitors, he quickly sweeps the valuables into a bag, but not before the mercenaries spot a couple items that match the description of the stolen heirlooms. Noticing the sudden change in their expressions, the artist decides it's time to make a swift exit through the nearest window. Give chase? Success depends on the average agility of the party. We're not going to make it. Oh, well, wow. We successfully made it. The party rushes outside after the fugitive. I guess each one of them has speed? Or initiative? I don't know. I see 5, right? I think it's just an average of the slowest and the fastest. Okay, yeah, sure. They quickly catch and subdue him and then return the weakly resisting man to the house and tie him to a chair. After a few persuasive arguments, the artist confessed he is a thief named Crooked. Deciding to make extra money from the rich, he planted the idea of wanted posters on Black Marsh's senior via third parties, paid some street artists to draw a random stranger, and then distributed copies. To sow confusion, he told each wealthy victim that someone else had supplied the description. When finished, he offered to share his earnings in exchange for his freedom. Refuse? Well, if I refuse, what happens? Will I get more money? Well, 50 coins is quite a lot. What do you guys think? Are we going to get a better deal if we return the valuables to the rich folks? I mean, the loyalty, if I go with that, the loyalty of all my members are, like, super happy, right? You see that? I think the blue shield means loyalty, right? I'm pretty sure the blue shield means loyalty. I don't see the shields on this list, though. Can I click on this guy? No, I can't click on the guy. What am I losing? 4 and 12? I'm losing a lot more here, right? I guess we can split it with him? I don't know. That's tempting offer. That's like more than we've ever earned so far. But are the valuables worth anything? Let's go ahead and refuse. The mercenaries firmly rejected the offer and dragged the thief to the guard post. Taking the bag of loot as evidence, a familiar guard receives the prisoner and begrudgingly hands over the promised reward. 25 coins. After leaving the guard post, the party strolls back, discussing their recent ordeal. Absorbed in the conversation, they almost miss Crook slipping past them. When questioned, the thief cheerfully explained that he paid a 50 gold piece fine for disturbing the peace, and is now a law-abiding citizen. Then he vanishes into the nearest alley. Utterly demoralized, the mercenary returned in silence. Shit, guys. I should have taken the money, the bribe. Yeah, I should have taken the bribe. A few words about stats. There's no need to explain the concept of health, but it's worth mentioning that if a mercenary's health drops to 0, they die permanently, never to be resurrected ever. With rare exceptions, health only regenerates while idling at the tavern. Idling. Loyalty reflects a mercenary's dedication to their organization. Are they willing to die in battle, or will they choose to retreat? Will they keep working with you, or start looking for a new employer? Take care of your people so these questions never have to come up. Where's the loyalty button? Continue. Strength increases the... Hang on, is there a previous page? Oh, loyalty is the blue bar right below it. Health and loyalty. Strength increases the damage dealt with melee weapons. And sometimes with ranged weapons too. Agility affects defense, critical hit chance, and initiative order during combat. Intelligence boosts spell damage for mages. If a mercenary isn't a mage, high intelligence won't be very useful. Sometimes it can be detrimental. Charisma helps avoid unnecessary conflicts, but it won't help much once the fight starts. Hang on. Not a double click, yeah. Mental stats influence how a mercenary's loyalty changes during quest decisions. For example, when making illegal choices, mercenaries with high lawfulness, above 5, will lose loyalty. Mercenaries with low lawfulness will gain some loyalty. Bravery also affects morale during combat. Attack determines the damage dealt with each strike. Defense provides extra points in combat, which are depleted before health is affected. Okay, so defense basically is extra health. Resistance reduces the amount of incoming damage by a percentage. Which one's resistance? I guess the second one, right? Mercenaries are paid weekly. Late payments deal a serious blow to loyalty. I level up, huh? I really should have taken the money. Fail. Okay. What do I do? Oh, I get to choose. Requires a bow. Recharge time is 3. -5 attack. Attacks the enemy's front line first. Requires a bow. Inconvenient target. Double shot, huh? Why would I take the bottom? Or is that... I choose, right? Attacks the enemy's front line first. Requires a bow. I guess attacking the front line because they normally do random attacks, right? Yeah, I think they attack randomly normally. But if I get to attack twice, there's a good chance that I might land somebody in the front. Okay. This game is very interesting. I like it. Doesn't attack. +2 to party morale every turn. Oh. This guy is a what? A priest that does not attack. But he boosts his morale. +40 morale once per battle. Then becomes unavailable. Wait, what? +20 to morale once per battle. Then becomes unavailable. Does he become unavailable, or the skill becomes unavailable? I mean, this one's better, right? Why would I just want him to have morale forever and doesn't attack? Sing instead of attacks for 1 round, or boost and never attack. Wait, sing instead of attack for 1 round, or boost and never attack. Oh, I see. Just how... Okay, you know what? I think I can choose, right? Because during combat, I can choose the ability. So I skip it a turn. I provide morale. I guess we'll go with top, right? Because I think these are just... I don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay. Increase the defense of all allies to 50. Reduces agility to 0. Severe single target damage. Oh, magic artillery. Frontline defense is +10. Requires a shield. Sweep attack is -15 attack bonus. Hits several targets. Hits several nearest targets. Requires a 2-hand sword. I guess we'll do an AoE damage, right? I'm guessing AoE is better. But he lost 10 points. Okay, this guy is what? Attack 15, defense is -10. Defense is +15. But attack is -10. Oh my god. Alright, let's go with more damage. Alright, that's all of it, right? You're on a mission. I'm regretting not taking the money. That's all I can say. Increase mercenaries' health recovery during rest to 20 points per day. Right, I think that is a good choice. I have 85 coins, right? Maximum amount of mercenaries is increased to 10. The barracks. Plus mana storage. Unlocks advanced training. Increase the number of recruits available. The traveling speed of parties increased by 50%. Oh. Increase contract durations to 2 to 3 days. I think having more speed is good, right? Traveling speed of the parties. That gets us missions to complete faster. Amount of mercenaries is increased. Well, that just basically means we have to pay them more. I think that is the best choice. Heist. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Let's also upgrade the contract. What is it? Wait, no. Increase contract duration to 2 to 3 days. That allows our contracts to stay on the board longer, right? While we rest. Oh, I can only do one project at a time. Alright, so I have enough money. I should probably gather some equipment. Wow, this is like double damage. What's your ability? Okay. Okay. We need more armor for the guys in the front, right? Who are you? You're the priest. You're the singing priest. The singing priest. This guy is what? 11 damage? 12 damage? 27. Alright, that guy's in the front. What else can I buy for these guys? Okay, the priest basically can't do anything for me. It's too bad because he actually has 21 points of damage. Alright. The coins are fairly cheap. This guy needs the gear. Well, no, it's not fairly cheap, actually. The armor is quite expensive if you go higher. Tunic, right? Why would I not get this over this? Resistance is 1%. Agility penalty. What am I missing here? Agility penalty. But he gets resistance and more endurance, right? Where's the endurance? What's his endurance mean again? What does endurance mean again? That's not health though, right? Health is something else. What is endurance? That didn't help me at all. Strength. Mental state. Mental status? Okay. Oh. Okay, let's close this. Can I get out of it? Can I get out of this? Shit. Okay, well... Mental state. I think we'll be fine, right? Maybe we should recruit some more, though. Who are you? 49. Holy shit. Oh my god, this guy's so expensive. He does like 49 damage, though. He's a beast. This guy's what? Restores all party members 10 points lost in battle. To all party members, 10 health points lost in battle. Weekly salary is increased, but the mercenary is -1. Basically, just increased by 1. I don't know about that guy. Let's go with this one, I guess. Try another battle and see how this goes. This chick, right? Wait, who's the singing? Who's the singing thingy? I don't remember who the singing guy is. Yeah, let's go with this guy. Yeah, let's take that one for sure. He's 40 points of damage. This guy's 21 points of damage. And this guy in the front, right? She's here. He is what? He's the mage, right? He's here. He's the priest with the morale increase. Ruff is the singer, right? Ruff is the singer. Yeah, Roof. Roof. Golf? Ruff. Ruff. Golf. Ruff. Willard. It's basically the priest is the singer. Let's go with this. Go, right? Alright, the party arrives at a warehouse in a slum on the outskirts of Venzor. The city is asleep, and the moonlight barely breaks through the cloudy sky, casting a dim glow on the deserted streets. Damn building. The main door is locked, and the window on the first floor are broken up. One of the second floor windows is ajar, but no light shines from within. Okay. The heist. Break down the door, climb through the window. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? Do we break down the door? I think breaking down the door is a bad idea. Success depends on the maximum intelligence. Success depends on the average agility of the party. Climb in through the window. Success. Using the rope, they wisely brought along the mercenaries, hauled themselves through the open second-floor window. Inside, the darkness is oppressive, and the only sound is a loud snore echoing through the quiet space. Look for equipment. Depends on my agility. Alright, let's do that. Look for equipment. Okay, so the party makes its way to the storage room and begins searching. They don't find anything particularly valuable, but manage to gather some basic gears for men in a dangerous line of work. Leave the warehouse, keep looking. They don't find anything particularly valuable, but manage to gather some basic gear for men who in a dangerous line of work. That's front line. Keep looking. Well, I get the feeling that if I keep looking, I might actually have to do battle. Should we take what we have and leave, or do we do battle? Actually, if we fight, the guy in the middle here is not going to be happy. Right? If we choose the top, Clifford is not going to be happy. Let's just leave the warehouse. Not wanting to push their luck, the mercenaries return with whatever they managed to grab. Okay, yeah. Supply management. All mercenary gear belongs to the organization. You're free to shamelessly strip one character down to their underwear if it means better outfitting another. Okay. Strips. Let's strip them. Items on the market tend to sell out. Stocks is replenished weekly. The storage stores all equipment not currently used by active mercenaries. To equip or unequip mercenary, drag items into or out of the corresponding equipment slot. Alternatively, double-click an item with the left mouse button to automatically place it in the appropriate slot for a selected character. To quickly sell an item, simply right-click. Okay, yeah, sure. A few notes on weapon stats. We won't explain the obvious attack crit chance or critical multiplier, but attribute multipliers may need clarification. Strength/dex multiplier. The wielder's strength or dexterity is multiplied by the value and added to their attack. Interesting. Okay. Endurance, a bonus pool of health points that replenish immediately after battle. Resistance, the percentage of incoming damage that is negated. Penalty. Okay. Its penalty is reduced when this item is equipped. Okay. All right, let's continue. Okay. Counting. It's time to sort through the loot from the poorly guarded warehouse. Oh, wow. Only 2 items. The mercenaries brought back a few swords. 2. Oh, 2, right. And a couple of old shields. It might not be the finest equipment, but even that could turn the tide of battle. Okay. Okay. Are they back? What's happening? Moments later, Lewis bursts into the tavern, beaming with joy, and rushes again straight to Ben. According to the information trader, he managed to catch a wind of golden opportunity. one that promises a hefty profit. Okay. Okay, the Merchant Guild is looking for armed specialists to escort a large caravan from the capital. Normally, this would be handled by contract members of the city guard, but the contract was recently cancelled by decree of Lord Viceroy Cunningham. Whether the ruler needed his men elsewhere or the merchants fell into a disfavor is unknown. The important part is that the high-level paying niche has just opened up. All that remains is to open a license to conduct such activities continuously. Fortunately, Lewis has a contact in the city, Chancery, who agrees to review Ben's application out of turn. Naturally, the right the right qualifications and the proper sum of gold were enough to get the license approved. All that's left is Ben's signature, and his people can officially take on a cushy, profitable job. Okay. Oh. As soon as Ben lifts his quill from the document, Lewis snatches the poor paper from his hand and bolts for the tavern door, shouting the competitors must have had the same idea. With a final request that Ben prepared a capable team to escort the caravan, the information trader vanishes through the doorway. Okay. Okay. Well, there's one, oh, there's a contract right here. Everyone's healed too. Okay, well, the mage community is preparing for a joyous occasion. The wielding of its members. Celebrations take place in Village Mills, just a few hours' ride from the capital. The mages are seeking a group of capable fighters to guard the element. Hello? Oh. Oh, I have to drag people on there. Forgot about that. Wait, the singing dude, right? You do the most damage. You're up. You're up. You're up. Clifford, right? And the mage in the back? Oh yeah, mage in the back. Alright, up there. Uh-oh. The traveling speed of parties increased by 50%. Nice. She leads a lonely life. Okay. Watermills. Wow, it's a long-ass journey. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Before we do that. Oh, yes. I was going to... upgrade. Upon arrival, the party finds preparations for the ceremony in full swing. The riverside settlement is decorated with colorful ribbons and flowers. The local elder, wearing a visibly relieved expression, offers the mercenaries a chance to rest before the event. We rest or we survey the surroundings? What do you guys think? I think we should survey, right? Surveying is probably better. Just to make sure we don't get ambushed, right? I think that might be the answer. What do you guys think? Should we rest? Well, there's no reason to rest, right? We don't get anything for resting. Hang on, let's take a look. Nope, there's no rollover difference. Survey their surroundings, right? It doesn't affect morale. It would have a shield. I'd say survey, right? Unless there's a buff, but it should tell us we're gonna get a buff, right? Let's survey. Okay, the party declines the offer and decides to take a closer look at the place. I think the idea of resting is if we're already, I guess, damaged or wounded or injured, whatever, right? The party declines the offer and decides to take a closer look at the place. The settlement has only a couple of dozen houses and no streets in the sense that the city dwellers are accustomed to. The mercenaries have time to familiarize themselves with the layout of the buildings and the shoreline before a servant of the elder appears and informs them that the celebration is about to begin. Okay, let's proceed. The party heads to a house on the opposite shore, where a number of guests have already gathered in the courtyard. The elder, visibly nervous, asks the mercenaries to station themselves at the entrance and keep an eye on the proceedings to prevent any misunderstanding near shore. Of course, the celebration is far from the scale of a public sermon or an execution, but there are clearly more attendees than the village could house, and more guests keep arriving, all passing under the mercenaries' watchful gaze. Most are dressed appropriately, though certainly not lavishly. Hearing the officiating priest announce the arrival of the newlyweds, the mercenaries turn their attention to the couple, an elderly pair, decent-looking and adorned with floral wreaths, stands smiling beside the minister of the one. After taking in the scene, the party returns to their duties. The celebration is loud, but the guests behave. With surprising calm. This may be due to the near total absence of young people and the near total absence of alcohol. Huh. That was it? Okay, mage wedding continues. Growing bored while waiting for something to happen, the mercenaries spot a small procession, about a dozen people, young peasants, by the look of them, approaching from the bridge, armed with sticks and pitchforks. They slow as they approach the entrance, eyeing the mercenaries with confusion. Ask them what they need. One of the larger peasants steps forward and declares that they've come to pay their respect to the guests of Mills. Don't let them pass? Sorry, let them pass or don't let them pass? Wait a minute. If they're paying respect, they shouldn't be carrying weapons with them, right? Right? I mean, who goes to a wedding paying respects with pitchforks? Rightly noting that the newcomers are not only inappropriately dressed for the occasion, but also armed. Okay, yeah, we're choosing the right choice, right? The mercenaries continue to block the peasants' way. The leader of the guests declares, with a grim look on his face, that they will get in any way by force if necessary. Explain their wrongness with words. Explain their wrongness with action. Success depends on my charisma level. I mean, what's the worst that can happen, right? Oh, the morale difference. Yeah, let's go with that one. Success. Casting a pointed look at the peasants, the mercenaries, barely suppressing laughter, began to explain. Even if the troublemakers somehow managed to break through, trained warriors inside await several dozen spellcasters. At best, they'll fry the uninvited guests to a crisp. At worst, they won't even be ashes left to bury. And now, visibly pale peasants retreat with grumbles, muttering something about damn city folk. Continue. Laughing at the bizarre encounter, the party returns to their duties. It's not a real wedding without at least one murder. It's a red wedding. Red wedding. Okay. That's it, right? Uh-oh. Shit, what's happening? Dusk begins to fall. The feast gradually dies down, and the guest starts to leave. Just as the mercenaries are about to head to the Elder for their promised payment, having given up hope of anything noteworthy happening, they hear a muffled explosion from the direction of the house. Rushing to the scene, the party bursts into the building and finds the Elder, his face twisted with worry, tending to the bodies of the newlyweds. A massive hole with charred edges gapes in the wall of the building. Uh-oh. Find out what happened? Nervously glancing around, the Elder explained in a dazed voice that one of the guests apparently went mad from unrequited love for the bride. The man had sat quietly through the ceremony, then challenged the groom to a duel for the lady's hand. When the groom predictably refused, the jilted guest exploded with rage. Literally, after launching an attack, he blasted through the wall and fled towards the village. Oh shit, guys. The Elder pleads with the mercenaries to stop the mad sorcerer before he causes more harm. Demand an increase in payment. Refuse? Well, everyone's gonna be happy if we refuse, right? Only, well, one guy is gonna be upset. Okay, the loss of morale is not as bad on this one, right? The desperate elder readily agrees to double the initial payment of the contract, wasting no time. The cheerful mercenary set off to the direction of the settlement. Okay, we got more money off of them. Cut across the bridge, cut across the ford. Go across the bridge, cut across the ford. What's the difference? Why would we do one or the other? Cross the bridge? I get this bad feeling we cross the bridge, the bridge is gonna get destroyed or something, right? Cut across the ford? That's water, right? The ford is the water. But we can't swim, though. Let's go with the bridge. Rattling their weapons and boots, the party runs towards the bridge. As they cross the river, the mercenaries see the roofs of the house light up with a flash for a moment. Another explosion sound from deep within the settlement, followed by screams. Rush there. Upon reaching the source of the noise, the party sees a dilapidated house engulfed in flames, with the bodies of several peasants lying in front of it. The silhouette of a man is leaning over them. He clutches his head and howls unintelligibly about the unfairness of the world and his own fate. Uh-oh. The man suddenly falls silent towards the party, revealing to the dim moonlight his face contorted with malice. The mercenaries barely have time to scatter in different directions before a huge fireball hits the spot where the group had just been standing. The madman doesn't seem to be in the mood for negotiations. Attack? We're ambushed. Fail. Yeah, let's go ahead and inspire everybody. Reckless. Attack twice. But it's random, but it doesn't matter though, right? Find the weakness. Attacks 15 and lose defense. Severe single target shot. What's the difference in power? It doesn't tell me what the power difference is. Attacks random enemy with magic missiles. Severe single target damage. Let's go with that, I guess. Oh shit. Oh, he died. Oh my god, that was it. That was it. We one-shot the guy. Somebody took damage though. Alright, well, look at this. Staff. Critical hit. Intelligence modifier. Take it. After dealing with a sorcerer, the party returns the elder to finally receive their payment. An alarm bell is ringing in the settlement, and the locals are trying to put out the fire. The mercenaries take their hard-earned money and hurriedly leave mills, hoping never to return again. Okay, well. Can I change the staff? I can't change it yet. I have to wait until I go back to change it. Any release date for this one? I don't know what the release date is, but it's very interesting. I dig this. It's kind of one of those role-playing adventure game. Right, I dig it. Bard's Tale-ish. I guess Wartales and Battle Brothers. Doesn't attack. Plus 50 defense, sorry. Plus 50 defense bonus. Minus morale every turn. Requires a shield. Passive defense. I guess the guy's a tank, right? Restores morale in proportion to the damage dealt. I'll take that one, actually. Okay. It's too bad I can't rename these guys. Look at that, we made a lot of money. I want that one, right? Why can't I choose it? I guess that is... No, that is selected, right? Or no? Wait, for some reason I can't choose... Oh, I have to go from bottom up. Right. Unlocks advanced training. Increase amount of mercenaries to 10. How many can I hold? How many am I allowed to hold? This guy's really good. He's 51 points. Dirty combat. Attack is increased by the same percentage. Attack is increased by the same percentage by which the target's health is reduced. Attack targets with the least amount of health first. Ooh, wow. Battle trance doesn't retreat from fighting too. Nice. Ruthlessness. Alright, this guy is hired. This guy is amazing. Oh, my barracks are full. Shit! Oh, no. My barracks is full. We're gonna have to let somebody go. Who do we need to let go, guys? Wait, who's... Who do we let go? Who do we let go? Hang on, this is the overview, right? This guy's shit. This guy is... Attacks a target with the lowest health, ignoring obstacles. Requires a dagger or bow. Must be in the front line. Weekly salary is increased by 1, and mercy is -1. What the hell is mercy? Why would I care about mercy? What are the mercy status? I don't know why mercy matters. Strip him before firing? Oh, yeah. I mean, the fact that he attacks the person with the lowest health is pretty good. Right? Because strategically, you want to target the lowest health. We can't target them. We can't do targets, but abilities can. Right? So we can choose this guy to choose this. Well, actually, he's automatic. That's not a choice. But the apostate has much higher mercy. Yeah, that other guy is actually better. The Gladiator, right? Oh, I can't see his mercy level. Must be the front row with a bow. Requires a dagger or bow. Must be in the front row. He's got to be in the front row with a bow. I mean, having this guy strategically makes sense, because if you focus fire on the person with the lowest health, then you basically eliminate targets. Right? She's good. I don't want to lose her. The priest is morale boost. And we can toggle it on and off. This guy is the mage. You definitely want a mage. This guy is 40 points of damage. He's amazing. Clark? What's your deal, Clark? 25 to morale at the beginning of combat if there are more allies than opponents. Wow. Aggressive combat. Deals damage equal to strength. Stuns the opponent for 1 round. Recharges 2 rounds. Requires a shield. I have a shield. This guy's 29 points. This guy's 11 points. Okay, maybe we can get rid of the 11 points. Find weakness. Rate of health recovery is minus 50%, but maximum health. Oh, this guy sucks. He's injured, right? Let's get rid of this guy. Okay, now we know who to get rid of. The shitty dude. He's already injured. And he's also... Yeah, this guy has to go. Scotty has to go. The second negative sounds very bad. Yeah, I know. It's horrible. This guy has to go. Like, I don't see a benefit in him. He doesn't even have a bonus attack. Right. Finds weakness. Finds vulnerable points, causing the target to take critical damage from physical attacks for 3 turns. Yeah, that's meh. Go ahead and get rid of this guy, I guess. Alright, this guy right here, right? The Gladiator. Nice. Alright, so now I know what I need off of this lady. I need a barracks expansion. Alright, so I got 46 coins, right? What's my expense weekly? Okay. It's like, what? It's 26 coins weekly, right? We have enough money. Who do we want to train? Do we want to train anybody? We should train the thief, right? I don't know what mercy is. I think those are like event choice related. These are event choice related. What do you think? I think we should power this guy up. He costs 2 coins a week too, Jesus. Yeah, let's... Hang on, what's this one do? Courage is high. Mercy is -3. Morale at the beginning of the combat is higher. Alright, let's have this guy be trained. Oh, do I choose? I think I choose, right? One-hand mastery. 10 morale at the beginning of combat. 3 attacks. Oh, okay, I get to choose where you go. Okay. I get it. I can only choose one thing, right? I train you. Oh, look at that. Okay. So that's how you get somebody trained. Now this guy does not need gear, right? Oh, these are all the shit that's in my storage. How did I get so much stuff all of a sudden? Oh no, this is market. I got nothing in the storage other than pants. And a shield. Pants and a shield. What is this? Wait, what? Wait, what happened to all of my shit? Oh, this is, yeah, pants. Well, that's weird. These are, oh yeah, boots. This guy does not have a pair of pants. Let's give it to this guy. He's a front row. We have money. Maybe I should buy shit. I should probably improve my weapons or some shit. El Fresco. What is El Fresco? What's El Fresco? The mage is going commando. This guy, wait. This guy's the mage, right? We have weapons. This is 10, right? Short sword is 10. 11. 10 staff. What's the change? I don't think there's a difference. This is the same as that one. Intelligence multiplier is higher. Wait, intelligence multiplier is higher, right? Why don't I see a change? Yeah, why do I... Intelligence multiplier is 1.10. That one is... Okay, there must be a bug here because that one is 1.4. And this is 1.0. Why didn't his intelligence go up? Right? I guess it's rounding down. It's probably rounding down. Yeah, it's definitely rounding down. Alright, this is a 5 attack. We don't need 5 attack. Let's sell it, right? Probably don't need another staff. This is a short bow, right? 10 points. Alright, what can I do here, guys? What's your ability? This is a 2-hand weapon, right? Is that a 2-hander or is it a 1-hander? What is this? It's a 2-hander. Okay. What is this? 20? It's 15, 20, 10, 15, 10. War boots. 15. That guy's wearing sandals. Sandals. Dress boots. Six, right? I mean, this guy's front line. I think this is it, right? There's nothing else we can do. Can they wear that and also... No, they cannot. Okay. Well... Was that two-hander, right? Should I get more armor for any of these guys? What does the blue diamond on the mage mean? Mana. Mana. To cast spells, he needs mana. Okay, I think this is it, right? I should just save my money. The only thing I can think of is buy gloves for some of these guys. One coin's not bad. Fairly cheap. What is endurance really for? What does endurance actually do for me? Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing, what is it? Armor and resist? It's only one coin, right? Resistance and agility penalty. Mail gauntlet. Buy this for this guy. Let's do that. It's fairly cheap. Let's go ahead and give it to him. I have 8 coins. Yeah, let's give it to this guy. 10 coins. 35 coins. No, I need to keep money for wages, right? Right. Let's leave. Let's pass the time. Pause. New contract. Rumor has it that one of the capital's aristocrats is missing his favorite pet. An incredibly beautiful black swan. The wealthy man is prepared to pay generous sum to anyone who returns his beloved animal. Okay. According to Lewis, an illegal auction is about to be held in Venzor, and one of the lots is listed as a mythical bird. On the off chance that this isn't just a coincidence, it's worth checking out. Okay. Mage in the back. We want a cheerleader, right? Who was the, This guy's a cheerleader. To boost morale. We want the gladiator. We want the 40-point damage dealer. The 29-point damage dealer. Alright, let's do this. Let's go. The party arrives at one of the most notorious places in Venzor. The Beer Rat Tavern, after giving the code phrase provided by Lewis to the tavern's owner, who personally greets potential buyers on the day of the auction. The mercenaries receive wooden masks to conceal their identities and make their way inside. I see. Surprisingly, polite guards escort the party to a staircase leading down beneath the tavern. Overcoming their unease about being cornered, the mercenaries descend into a spacious hall filled with a variety of people, and all wearing the same kind of wooden mask to conceal their faces. At the far end of the room stands a well-lit stage, currently empty. We wait. There are plenty of armed individuals among the guests besides the party. Wait, armed individuals among the guests besides the party. But the evenly spaced guards along the walls far outnumber them. If any lunatic were to were to cause trouble here, it clearly would end well for them. After a while, a distinguished-looking man without a mask steps onto the stage. At his gesture, the chatter in the hall finally dies down. The man on stage introduces himself as the auctioneer and delivers a long, tedious speech about the event's rules. The mercenaries don't even try to grasp the nuances of his words. They didn't come here to spend gold, but to earn it. Finally, to scattered applause from the audience, the auction is declared open. Observe what is happening. What is happening, right? What it, I think, is, right? Observe what it happening. I think this is supposed to be is. Observe what is happening. The auctioneer presents increasingly presents increasingly interesting lots. The party members gradually begin to regret their inability to participate in the bidding. Expensive wines, thoroughbred horses, thoroughbred horses, enchanted, thoroughbred horses, enchanted weapons and armor, exotic dancers of both sexes from the southeast. Amongst everything shown to the audience is eventually sold. Much of it for sums the mercenaries could never have imagined. Continue the observation. At last, the torment of envy comes to an end. The host announced the final and most important lot. The mythical Black Swan from the the Hall of Night, the former pet of the patron deity of a nomadic people, slain by the One. Hearing this absurd presentation, the mercenaries began to doubt not only the authenticity of this lot, but of every previous one, and perhaps even the sanity of the crowd. The audience, however, erupts in excited bidding over the unfortunate bird. Wait for the outcome. At the end, the swan is purchased for a staggering 1,500 gold. Wow, that's a lot of money. Coins by an enormously fat man surrounded by personal guards, rubbing his short fingered hands together. The delighted buyer eagerly tells his neighbors about the incredible dish his wife will prepare using the swan. Amazed by how much money some people have and how little sense the party leaves the tavern. It's a shame they won't be able to attend the after-party promised by the host. Settling down near the building, the mercenaries begin planning their next move. It's a risky move, but the bird could be taken by force. The key is choosing the right moment to strike. There's another option, trying to acquire a different black swan. It's hard to say which approach would prove more challenging. Use cunning or brute force. Cunning has no rolls. I don't know, guys. The second option has no outcome. The top one, at least the morale goes up. Only a few people are upset. I think we're going to have to go with the high morale rolls, right? Losing 2 points is not that big of a deal. Gaining morale is good, especially for this guy in the middle. Deciding that the most straightforward path is often the simplest, the mercenaries begin preparing for a heist. While the auction guests may be wearing masks, this particular one will be easy to identify. A few hours later, the guests start to leave the tavern, stepping into the now deepening twilight. Spotting the portly man with ease among the crowd, the mercenaries follow their target from a respectful distance. One member of his entourage is carrying a round metal cage draped with cloth. The companions of the thoroughly drunken nobleman have to prop him up by the arms, making sure he doesn't stumble and fall into the mud tangled in his own feet. the irritated guards are clearly paying more attention to cursing their miserly employer who refused to hire a carriage than to their surroundings. The target's entourage turns into a dark alley. The mercenaries realize it's time to act. We get an ambush, right? Set up an ambush. Cutthroat is 2 and guard is 3. But ambush means we get 2 extra attacks. Or we get 1 extra attack. Right? So that is good for us. So there's a total of 5 people we need to fight. To battle? No, we don't want to go battle yet. I want to make a decision. This is kind of like Gladiator Guild Manager, right? Because it's auto combat, and you kind of decide what you want at the start. You can also change during the middle, too. Attacks the enemy in the back row first. Requires a bow. I get double attack, right? And the bow is worth 20 points. Yeah, the bow... Oh, the bow is 40 points of damage. Wow. I think double shot, right? That's the way to go. Alright, we want the cheerleader to give us a boost, right? In morale. That's the priest. Restore morale in proportion to the damage dealt. This guy can do a sweep blow, right? That's an AoE front row. Attack is increased by the same percentage by which the target's health is reduced. Attack targets with the least amount of health first. Yes, let's do that. What about this? Doesn't retreat from fight. Alright, and then what about the mage? Attacks a random enemy with magic missiles. I can only do 10 shots, or 5 shots with this one, right? To battle. They're heavily armed. Everyone's got high morale. Oh, look at the morale went up. Don't retreat from battle. That one, right? This one is... Oh, look at that. The Gandalf. Oh. We don't need his... We don't need his morale buff anymore. I don't want to waste my mana. Nice. Okay. Oh, look at that. Victory. Nice pair of boots there. Okay, after dispatching the guards, the mercenaries take the untouched cage with the swan, as well as the nobleman's purse. Unfortunately, unlike the cage, the purse turns out to be empty. Oh, a revelation that explains why the fat man snoring in the ditch had been returning from the auction on foot. The bird, most likely awakened by the sounds of the battle, emits an incessant stream of shrill cries, tempting the already agitated mercenaries to follow the buyer's plan and turn the swan into dinner. Only one task remains, enduring the racket long enough to deliver the wrenched creature to its owner and collect their decent, well-earned payment. Go to the client. Unfortunately, the aristocrats burst into laughter upon hearing the suggested sum of 1,500 gold coins. After a brief round of haggling, the mercenaries managed to get just 50, a disappointing payout, but still more useful than the cursed bird, which never stopped its veil screeching. Okay. Got 50 coins only. Fail! Somebody left the guild? Oh, we got a deserter. Why did you leave? Why did you leave? Who was his morale? Oh, you know what? The priest's morale is not permanent. Combat morale buffs is not permanent. Oh, fail. That guy was not bad either. Yeah, that guy was not bad either because he had an AoE attack. He was a deserter from the start, and he wasn't in the party. Are you sure he was in the party? Where's my group? Was he not in the party? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Hang on. Are you sure he didn't? Was he not part of the group? I could have sworn he was part of the group. This guy was not part of the group. He was not, right? Yeah, he was part of the group. He was in the party because he was the AoE guy. He was the AoE damage dealer. This guy was... This guy is a gladiator. This guy was in the group. There's one guy being healed, right? Or trained. This guy's being trained. Yeah, he was in the group. This guy didn't come with us. Yeah, no, that other guy was part of the group. He should have leveled up. Yeah, he should have leveled up. You left him at the inn, pretty sure? Okay, I'm mistaken? Yeah. So this guy was left at the inn. He was not part of the group, because I don't remember these being any choices in the battle. And I don't see a guy here that has the AoE attack, the cleave, and the single target. Oh no, this guy is the AoE guy. Oh, this guy's the AoE guy. Maybe I did leave the other guy at the group. No, this guy was being trained. What was the other guy then? Oh well, it's too late now. Can't cry over spilled milk. $25 to morale at the beginning of combat if there are more allies than opponents. Critical hits from allies grant a double morale bonus. Morale to the beginning of the combat if there are... No, let's go with this one, right? This guy is the priest, right? Restore to all party members 10 health points lost in battle. Oh, he's got a very nice passive ability, huh? Critical hit chance? What's courage do for me? What affects deserting? Loyalty, right? Loyalty affects deserters. Let's take the critical hit chance. Charisma is reduced, health is increased. taking damage combat does not affect morale. Oh, look at that. Are you charismatic? Oh, his charismatic is already kind of low to begin with. He's not very charismatic to begin with. Agility does what for us? I think agility allows us to move first, right? What was the guy's thingy about agility? Affects defense, critical hit chance, and the initiative order during combat. Intelligence boosts damage. Charisma helps avoid unnecessary conflict, but it won't help much during the battle. Okay. How do I get close? Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, Gandalf. We're gonna go with agility. What about you? The character leaves a fight, the rest of the party gets plus 30 to morale. Weak link. Morale is not affected by allies dying or being critically hit. Oh wow, this is not bad. Okay, this guy is what? Reckless. Critical hit chance is 25%, defense is 0. Must be in the first row. Defense is 15, but attack is minus 10. Oh my god, this guy is the... This guy is the Gladiator, right? Reckless. Defense equals 0. Must be in the front row. Wait, should I go with the bottom, guys? Because I get high defense. But my attack is subtracted by 10. Having no defense for 25% crit chance? I don't know. I mean, there's a good chance I murder them, right? Because this guy has so much damage. Attack is increased by the same percentage by which the target's health is reduced. Attacks targets with the least amount of health first. Critical multiplier is 0.5. Oh my god, this guy is... Ah, crit chance, right? Let's go with crit chance. Okay. I'm alright with these choices. Did I get my gear, though, if he left? No, we don't get to keep gears off the guy that left. The guy that left actually had a short sword and a shield. Yep. The guy that left took the equipment with him. Fail! Fail. This is the boots that we got earlier. Endurance 4. What's endurance for, anyways? What is endurance? What's endurance? It doesn't say. What is endurance? Nope. I don't know what endurance is. Supply management. Loyalty reflects a merchant's dedication to their organization. They are willing to die, or they will choose to retreat. Will they keep working for you, working with you, or start looking for a new employer? Take care of your people so the questions never come up. Not endurance. Endurance is not mentioned here. Blah, blah, blah. attack determines the damage dealt. Defense provides extra points in combat, which are depleted before health. Resistance reduces the amount of incoming damage by percentage. Okay. I think endurance is just the armor. That's endurance, that's resistance. Endurance provides extra damage. Extra damage points. Okay, yeah, endurance is extra damage points. What's resistance? Doesn't say what resistance does. I guess resistance on reducing damage? So who would I put this on? I guess put it on Gandalf, right? I don't need shoes. We have 87 coins. What can I do with 87 coins, guys? That's a 20 point claymore, right? Staff is what? Cleaver? No, none of these are actually any good. We don't... Okay, hang on. Axe? Timber axe, that's the same. Shields? Kite shield. Wow, the kite shield. Breastplate. I don't need this. This is a shitty weapon. Oh no, we do get it back. The short sword is back in our inventory. We do get it back, actually. So the guy that left returned well, he took his clothes with him, didn't he? Yeah, he took his clothes with him, though. $10 points. I'm okay with what we have. There's no reason to buy anything right now. Well, that guy's gonna take forever to get trained. I have an extra slot, though. Who can we hire, guys? Jesus, that guy on the left wants 106 gold? Are you kidding me? Expensive. This guy's not bad, actually. He heals everyone. Restores all party members 10 health points lost in battle. What do you guys think? That guy is actually useful. I'm gonna hire this guy. He's a healer. Joffrey. Joffrey. I need to get a good bow. I don't have a bow. Joffrey. Joffrey's damage is now what? 29? It's 42. I think I can replace that guy with a priest, right? Yeah, I could probably replace him with a priest. What is this? 25 endurance? What is this? 10? Sandals. Alright, I'm okay with this. Let's go to battle. What's your deal? Request for guarding a caravan. This is 60 points of gold. Local tournament is underway. Ben's team is advised to participate to gain combat experience in a controlled environment. And at the same time, earn some gold and build fame. Recommended 2 to 6. No, Joffrey is not high enough. Request for guarding caravan. 2 to 6. You know, we can probably carry Joffrey. Let's see if we can carry Joffrey along. Gandalf comes with us, right? Michael. Joffrey. This guy. This guy. Let's do this. What is this? Take part in the quarterfinals? Oh, but I have to pay, huh? Oh, I have to pay to get entry. Oh, shit. The guy in the back does not have morale. Double shots. Single target. Leave. Attack is increased by the same percentage. We have really low morale, huh? I think I should have brought the priest. They have really low combat morale at the start. Alright, let's do this. Wow! That chick in the back! Wow! Nice! Oh my god! Everyone's morale just shot up! These guys are easy. What is this button? Brawl, no one gets killed? We win, right? Everyone gets experience. Wow. Take part in the quarterfinals. Victory. The crowd cheers. 2 more fights remain. Semifinals. Brawl. To battle. AoE. Double shot. Back row. Dirty combat. Oh my god. They targeted that guy. No! Not him. Not him. Shit. Does he have an ability to heal? No. Shit, guys. Random. No! No! No. I shouldn't have brought him. Well, no one dies though, it's just a brawl. Oh my god, he's bleeding. We made it, right? Oh hey, we reset. Victory, the crowd cheers. Ahead is the final, but as the crowd roars, a few curious strangers approach the team. Hear them out. The strange individuals turn out to be representatives of the syndicate. They offer a fair deal, intentionally lose the final match in exchange for twice the amount of the winner's reward. What? The strange individuals turn out to be representatives of the syndicate. They offer a fair deal, intentionally lose the final match in exchange for twice the amount of the winner's reward. We're gonna get deserters if we do the top. Right? The loyalty of the bottom. We're gonna lose Gandalf significantly, right? This is kind of shady. That's a shady deal. The mercenaries decide to turn down their outrageous offer. Okay, everyone's healed up again. Do I attack the backline first? I guess backline first, right? Sweep everybody, right? Oh, reckless. Attack is increased by the same percentage by which the target's health is reduced. Attacks targets with the least amount of health first. Let's do the reckless first. Okay. Oh, come on, this guy sucks! Shit. He's supposed to hit the back row, this guy over here. That guy's dead meat. Oh, that guy's dead meat. Go with that one. Oh shit. It's just a brawl. We win anyways. Nice! The guy in the far left. Nice, nice, nice. Victory. The tournament is over. The mercenaries take the prize money and enjoy the crowd's applause. Yay! We got our 20 entry fee plus the 60, right? Yeah, okay. Look at that. Everyone leveled up. What is this? What's that? Keep the change? Thanks, boss. Always a pleasure doing business with you. Always a pleasure. Okay. So how's it going? You could say it's going, but no buts. Many a copper makes a gold. Besides, even if it's not much, at least we don't have to get our hands too dirty. I think it's the weekly payout. Yeah, sure. We roughed up a couple of faces, at least. But all the heat is on the Earth's Guild. They mistook us for the Earth's men. Can you believe it, Ben? How lucky are we? Yeah, lucky indeed. Keep the change. What's happening? Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, what do I want? Attacks a target with the lowest health, ignoring obstacles, require a dagger or bow, must be in the front row. Oh, but I have to be in the front row. Attacks the enemy front lines first, requires a bow. That one is actually not bad, right? Because we can eliminate the guys in the front with the melees. I'll take that one, actually. I just don't want to be in the front row. I don't know if that was a good idea, though, because she's 45 points of damage, right? And she also has double shot. I think she could have killed off somebody easily if she was in the front row. I don't know. I think I might have made a mistake on the choices. Restores morale of the most demoralized ally. Increase the defense of all allies to 50. Reduces agility to 0. I think this is a choice. Right, it's not a passive. I think the underscores are active, right? Yeah, underscores are active. Let's go with top. Restores demoralized allies. Attack, reduced by 15%. Deals damage to nearby opponents and causes a bleeding effect. The character is stunned for 1 turn. Requires a 2-hand sword. I got that one. Frontline defense is +2. +10 requires a sword. Yeah, but he's a 2-hander. Damage to the deals damage to nearby opponents and causes a bleeding effect. The character is stunned for 1 turn. Okay, the other characters? My character is stunned for 1 turn, or the other character's stunned for 1 turn? I think they need to clarify that. They need to say your character is stunned for 1 turn. Or enemy is stunned for 1 turn. I'm gonna go with this one then. This guy is the mercenary. And then you are what? Take damage in combat does not affect morale. Critical hit chances increase, but mercy is reduced. I have no mercy. Cruelty. I don't know what mercy is for. I guess mercy is for event choices. Taking damage does not affect morale. Intelligence is reduced. Courage is increased. 15 morale at the beginning of all combat. Take that one, actually. Passive. Ignores defense, requires a bow. Attacks twice, requires a bow. Oh yeah, this is really good, effective. Yeah, let's go with that one. Very effective. Alright. How about you? Are you almost done? Are you almost done? Holy shit. This training takes forever. Why is training taking so long? This training is taking forever. I didn't earn anything new. Yeah, I didn't earn anything new. What should I get, guys? This guy probably needs all the defense he can get, right? Gloves. Agility penalty, resistance. this guy is... And he needs a pair of pants, right? This guy needs a pair of pants as well. $41, $53. This guy needs a pair of pants. No, pair of gloves, right? $10, $12. This is probably the best glove in the house. What's the difference? 10 to 10? What's this one? Endurance. Endurance is 8. Gandalf has been having some issues lately. Let's switch you with Gandalf's shit. There. 61 coins? Okay. Let's take on a new contract. This is request for guarding a caravan, right? It's only 20 coins. Joffrey, right? And then the mage. Do I take the mage or do I take the bard? I think I'm gonna take the bard, I guess. This is a fairly easy run. Or do I level up the mage? I should probably level up the priest just in case. Give everyone a chance. Uh-oh. The insurance company. Ben's latest attempt to drown himself in a mug of booze is interrupted by Lewis, who sits down next to him at the bar. The information trader tells him he's been contacted by a representative of an insurance company that has a problem with the Earth's Guild. The man is willing to pay for arranging insured events for Ben's enemy. And Lewis already has a stable agent in mind. The only catch is he'll have to pay up front. I guess we'll take the insurance. Figuring no money should be spared for such a good cause, Ben pulls out a dozen coins from his wallet. After saluting his boss, Lewis goes to negotiate with the agent. Okay. The party arrives at the market square where the caravan should start moving. Several carts are already loaded with goods, and a solid-looking merchant walks impatiently beside them. Approach the client. After greeting the newcomers, the head of the caravan asks whether they are affiliated with any organization or acting as freelance mercenaries. He himself appears to be a member of the Merchant Guild. Claim to be members of the Earth's organization. Introduce yourself as free mercenaries. I don't want to lose any loyalty. Nodding, the merchant says he has no doubt. Nodding, the merchant says he has no doubt that the party's competence. The mercenaries take their place in the center of the caravan, prepare for the journey. Proceed with the guarding. What's happening? Do we pass time? Are we supposed to go somewhere? Oh, there we go. After a long journey, the caravan finally reaches the most ambush-prone point of the route, a deserted area far from civilization. Apparently, the space is so remote that not even bandits bother to operate here. Continue guarding. Rob the caravan. That's a bad idea. Continue guarding. I just don't want to lose any morale. Or loyalty. Loyalty, right? Barracks expansion 1. Maximum amount of mercenaries is increased. One-handed mercenaries done. Training is finished. Ooh, nice. Oh, I can manage that while these guys are on duty. Oh, look at that. Well, that's nice. I don't have enough money to buy any of this. A robber? Jesus. He's a deserter. Defense is high. Oh, their morale, their loyalty is very low, actually. I don't want any of this. I guess train this guy some more. What do I want to train him in? Oh, okay, yeah. This guy is Gandalf, right? Gandalf is sitting out. What's your health? 70? 70. Bow mastery, one-hand sword mastery. He has to be in the front, right? More health for him. Morale at the beginning of combat. You can train 6 at once. Yeah, I could train 6 at once. To get every damage at the same time. I can't choose this anymore, though. Oh, maybe I can increase him. I don't know. Well, maybe I can. No, I cannot. He's already maxed out. More health. More morale. What do you guys think? Health or morale? What's the health of these other guys? 70, 70, 70? 80, 90, 80, 70? That guy's got shit health. What do you guys think? Probably more health, right? Just so we live longer. Let's just train the health. Might as well, since they're sitting around idle, they're already fully healed. There's nothing else to do. The rest of the journey passes without incident. The satisfied customer generously pays the mercenary. Only got 15 though. We were promised 20, right? We were promised 20. What happened to the 20? Well, maybe they gave us 5 up front? Contemporary art. Lewis says that a man he hired painted the walls of the buildings where Earth's guild is located. The painting depicted the head of the organization in an unflattering manner, and the paint used was actually horse maneuver. Unfortunately, it seems worse things happened regularly in front of the Swan Ford, so no one paid much attention to the artwork. Nevertheless, it was possible to get a small compensation from the insurance company for the effort. Sponsor the next insured event. Take the money. Chuckling, Ben takes a small purse of gold. Though it didn't have much effort, the thought of a portrait worthy of Earth's Junior was enough to lift his spirit. Or spirits. Okay. And this guy is the Joffrey dude, right? Taking damage does not affect morale. The character that leaves the fight, the rest of the party gets 30 morale. No, it's weakest link. You are the weakest link. Nope, we don't want weakest link. Joffrey. Alright, slots are already closed. Alright, what do I want to do with this chick? Increase the number of recruits available weekly. Unlocks the ability to buy more mana. Allows to charge mages. Yeah, the mages need mana. Alright, let's take the new contract. Flowers. Masquerade Ball. Flowers, one of the most renowned organizations in the capital, is hosting a grand celebration for aristocrats and other influential figures. The event is private and security is being held or handled by hired professionals. Rumor has it that the Flowers is short-staffed and would gladly welcome skilled defenders. But what is the value? What is the gold? It doesn't actually say. How much am I getting? It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me what I'm getting. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. We have the people. Let's do this. Let's go to the ball. Okay. The party arrives at the venue. A two-story brothel. Oh, nice. Two-story brothel. Near the heart of the capital. A pair of elegantly dressed women at the entrance. Upon learning of the mercenaries' purpose, greet them warmly and escort them inside. Before long, the local manager, who also happens to be the event's organizer, approaches. Listen to instructions. After giving the newcomers a scrutinizing look, the woman nods in satisfaction and begins explaining. The hostess delivers a long, tedious rundown of the group's responsibilities to prevent disturbance during the party, resolve conflicts if needed, and avoid bothering the guests unnecessarily. Glancing once more at the mercenaries, she adds that they must not be rude or start fights under any circumstances. Finally, the ordeal ends and the group takes up position in the grand party hall. Begin work. At first, the mercenaries simply admire the attire of the arriving guests and the local staff. Interestingly, the former are often dressed more extravagantly than the latter. Still, identifying them is easy, thanks to the ornate mask covering their faces. As more and more people flood into the room, the rising cacophony? Cacophony. I don't know what cacophony is. The rising cacophony of voices, laughter, and music makes it harder for the mercenaries to even hear their own thoughts. What the hell is cacophony? I've never heard of that word before in my life. In one corner of the hall, raised voices echo, not festive, but tense. Two guests stand nearly nose to nose, surrounded by onlookers, ignoring a frightened attendant's attempt to calm them. It seems they're arguing over who will dance with a certain lady. The hostess is nowhere in sight, and someone must intervene before things escalate. Well, they said not to pick fights, right? So threatening them is probably not a good idea, right? Calm the guests down. Success depends on the maximum charisma of the party. Do not intervene. Well, we don't want to lose morale, right? That's a huge chunk of morale. Or loyalty, right? Loyalty, sorry. The blue is loyalty. The blue bar is loyalty, basically. The shield is the loyalty icon. This reduces the least amount of loyalty. It gains loyalty. Success. The party successfully convinces the quarreling guests that causing a scene would be beneath their dignity. Besides, a fight might result in their mask falling off. The guests calm down. One eventually relents and is escorted away by the now arrived hostess. Gradually, most guests grow tired of dancing and settle at the numerous tables with the establishment's attendants. The musicians shift to more relaxed tunes, and the buzz in the hall noticeably quiets. This new calm allows the mercenaries to hear raised voices coming from near the entrance. Ignore it or investigate. I don't want to lose loyalty here, guys. Regardless, I'm losing loyalty on the priest, right? I can afford a little bit on the bow check, though. I want to keep my bow check. I don't know, guys. What do you think? How much loyalty can I afford to lose? It means harsh or jarring sound. Cacophony. Thank you for looking that up, by the way, Grimshifter and Posoupy. Alright, so, what do you guys think? I can afford losing a little bit of loyalty on the far left two guys. The first two guys. The priests, I'm gonna lose loyalty regardless. I gain loyalty from my archer, which is what I do want, ideally. I think I have to go with the top, right? The mercenaries decide that this isn't their problem. The noise escalates until a shrill scream cuts through the air, followed by the sharp sound of a blow. The doors burst open, and a group of scruffy, armed intruders stumbles into the hall. After a brief scan of the room, the uninvited guests charge at the stunned partygoers. We fight the two bandits. The loyalty on the left guys go back up. The archer chick is gonna lose her loyalty. The middle two guys are losing their loyalty no matter what. Alright, let's go with the top then. Swing, right? Critical hit chances increase. Defense is minus, but must be in the front row. Attack is increased by the same percentage by which the target's health is reduced. Attacks the target with the least amount of health first. Dirty combat. Critical chance is reduced. No, critical hit goes up, right? I want to go with that one first. Attacks twice, requires a bow. And this is just regular, right? Let's do this. Nice. Oh, dear lord. Don't give up! Don't give up. Oh, we need to increase his morale before he retreats. Oh my god, that guy's so good. Nice, okay. Didn't need it. Didn't need it. Beautiful. Alright. Joffrey. It's only Joffrey. The mercenaries quickly dispatch the troublemakers and hand them over to the city guards, who always arrives late, grumbling about having to do someone else's job. The party returns to their post. Finally, the hostess informs the group that the party will now transition into a private event, and their services are no longer required. The establishment's workers begin escorting guests upstairs. After receiving a curt thank you and modest sum of gold, the mercenaries exit the building. Return to the tavern. Should I wait? Or should I wait? What am I waiting for? Let's just wait and see what happens. Gradually, the music and laughter inside give way to certain other sounds. Curious, passersby began casting glances toward the building. It seems the partygoers are now quite preoccupied. Seize the moment? What am I seizing the moment for? What am I seizing the moment for? I do get loyalty, though. The priest is not going to be happy. Well, do we... I don't know. Are we going to rob them? It seems like partygoers are now quite preoccupied. What am I seizing the moment for? To rob them? Or bang the other chicks? I should just be fine, right? Leave. I mean, I can't get any more loyalty bonus other than from the middle two, right? The two left is already kind of near max. It's not really going to make a difference. I will lose loyalty from the priest. And he's going to be a deserter. I don't want him deserting. Enviously, imagining the fun the wealthy are about to enjoy, the mercenaries begin their journey back. I think seize the moment means having sex with the brothel chicks. That bow chick must be a lesbian. She's all into that. Joffrey must be gay. Right? And the priest is, you know, a priest. He probably doesn't like to partake. Critical hits from allies grant double morale bonus. Doesn't attack. Defense bonus is increased. 5 morale every turn. Requires shields. This means he's a full-on tank. Let's not worry about that one. This is the Gladiator. 80% of the character's attack damage bypasses the target's armor. Oh! Let's go with that one. Alright. Return home, right? Where are we? Oh, we are back at home. Alright. We pass the time or find somebody to hire. These guys suck, right? Yeah, let's just pass time. There's nothing else, right? Yep, pass time. Oh, new contract. Nope, these guys are still terrible. The search for a healer. Rumors have spread throughout the province that His Eminence, the Cardinal of the Church of the One, has fallen ill with an unknown ailment. Although no official statements have confirmed this, the clergy's effort to find a skilled healer speak volumes. Alright, same deal, right? Let's switch this up. I don't know if that makes a difference. Go. Oh, 10 morale at the beginning of combat. Nice. And my other guys are fully trained. What happened? They all got extra heals, right? That's a one-hand weapon, right? For you. The other guy's already got his one-hand weapon skill. He needs to partake in battles in the future. I guess we go, right? The party arrives at His Eminence's residence to clarify a few details. The mercenaries are allowed to the inter-courtyard where an open service is currently underway. However, when they attempt to approach the Cardinal's chambers, 2 fully armed knights roughly block their path. With language far from knightly, the guards inform the party that filthy rabble like them has no business speaking with His Eminence. Forced to retreat, the mercenaries turn their attention to the clergy members bustling about nearby, ask for details. The monk refused to divulge the specifics of the situation to strangers. However, he does mention that if the party can deliver a skilled healer, the church will generously reward their efforts. The monk emphasizes that the healer must be a righteous person. The party boldly declares that the church is in luck, as among them is a skilled and righteous healer capable of pulling people back from the brink of death. After skeptically inspecting the supposed healer, the monk hesitates, but eventually motions for the group to follow him. Oh, luckily we have a priest, huh? How about that? Oh, we also have this guy, too. And this guy is also a priest. So, luckily, we have a healer priest, right? The knights reluctantly step aside, allowing the guest to pass into the heart of the cardinal's residence as they follow the monk. The mercenaries struggle to resist, pausing to admire the immense wealth surrounding them. It's no surprise that the security at the entrance was so tight, and it's likely not the only defense protecting the cardinal. Even so, the temptation is strong. Follow the guide? What is this? Jesus Christ, everyone wants us to rob these people. That's gonna lose the other guy, two guys on the right. I'm not gonna do that. Follow. Finally, the mercenaries find themselves standing before a massive, intricately carved door leading to the cardinal's chambers. At a quiet knock from the monk, another armored knight peeks out from behind the door. Recognizing the guide, the knight opens it wider, motioning for the visitors to enter. This is a very interesting game. I definitely like this. This is like one of those choose-your-own-adventure books that I read, and you have to paper pencil roll your character statistics. In the middle of a room filled with luxurious furniture on a royal-sized bed lies what at first appears on the mercenaries to be a shrouded, withered corpse. Only when the cardinal turns his head towards the guest do they realize he is still alive. After hearing the monk's explanation, the old man faintly nods in acknowledgement, responding to the guide's inviting gesture. The party steps closer. The cardinal's emaciated appearance. Emaciated appearance starkly contrasts with his sharp, piercing gaze. I think it's emaciated, right? I think it's emaciated. Emaciated? I think it's emaciated. It's not emaciated, because emaciated has an M, or an N, right? Emaciated appearance starkly contrasts with his sharp, piercing gaze as he studies the adventurers. Whatever ailment has affiliated the holy man, it has clearly spared his mind. Ask about payment. Ask about illness. Alright, well, this is not terribly bad. Well, the monk is not going to be happy, right? We're gonna lose the monk if we do that. Let's ask about the illness. The cardinal explains that his, emaciated, mace as in, the weapon, emaciated. Alright, well, let's see here. The cardinal explains that his chest and loins are consumed by an unquenchable eternal fire. Okay, this guy looks like he needs to get laid. The fever prevents him from finding solace in sleep or focusing on his prayers to the One. Well, either that or he needs to jerk off, right? The affliction began shortly after he attended an important event in the capital. Okay. Clarify the details. Frowning slightly, His Eminence nevertheless clarifies that the event was... Ah, yeah, he went to the brothel. Okay, the event was the masquerade ball, organized by the Flowers. Seeing the party's surprised expressions, the Cardinal explains that his purpose at such a gathering of sinners was to guide at least some of them towards the righteous path, to ensure the audience took him as one of their own. the cardinal had to fully partake in their activities. What wouldn't one do for a noble cause? Oh. So now this guy is addicted to hookers. And he wants to get laid more often. Give advice? Criticize his indulgence. No, we don't want to lose any loyalty. After hearing the suggestion to drink more wine and receiving a promise to pray for his recovery, I rather think he got an STD. You think he got an STD? Okay, he probably got an STD. That could be another possibility where he's getting his little fever rash. Probably crabs or some shit. Herpes. After hearing the suggestion to drink more wine and receiving a promise to pray for his recovery, the old man sighs deeply and offers the guards to escort the charlatans out of his sight. Realizing the overwhelming numbers and superior weaponry of the knights surrounding them, the mercenaries decide not to resist as they are led out of His Eminence's residence. It seems earning money from this task was a lost cause anyway. However, the information they gathered might prove more valuable than the cardinal's gratitude. Okay. So we didn't get any money. We didn't lose any loyalty. Right, and we didn't lose any health. Alright, well. Fail! We might be able to do something with that information, right? Yep. Upon hearing how the cardinal of the Church of the One God contracted his illness, Lewis begins pacing nervously around the tavern hall. According to him, certain people would pay a hefty sum for such information, and the church might be willing to pay even more to ensure those people never receive it. Stopping in front of Ben, the information broker fixes him with an intense stare. Sell the information, or demand payment from the church. Well, the church does have a lot of money. Right? We already know the church has a lot of money. Let's extort and blackmail the church. After giving the order, Ben ensures several hours of agony waiting while Lewis heads off to negotiate. Finally, the information broker returns, smiling wider than usual, carrying a hefty bag of gold. Look at that, we got 75 gold. Wow. They want to keep it on the down low that the Eminence had sex at the brothel. Another pleasant evening spent in the company of a decent bottle of booze is spoiled by the sudden appearance of the ever-grinning Lewis, the information trader, flashing his teeth in at the same irritating smirk, announces that he got news so good it'll make Ben dance with joy. Hear him out. Thanks to some reliable sources, Lewis has learned that the Earth's family Mausoleum. Wait, I think it's Mausoleum, right? Mausoleum or Mausoleum, located on the grounds of the looted estate, remains untouched, and like any ancestral tomb of the nobility, it's likely stuffed not only with old bones, but with family heirlooms as well. The area around the main manor is guarded by the executors, who are currently investigating the recent events. So no looter in their right mind would dare attempt such madness. Okay, because they lack the resolve and the motive. Make no mistake, this is a high-risk job. If it fails, there'll be such an uproar that a second attempt would be out of the question. Not to mention the attention it would draw from one of the most powerful organizations in the Providence. But with Ben's people under his careful guidance, they might have what it takes to pull off one more step towards long-awaited revenge. Ask for details. Mausoleum. Mausoleum. Alright, thank you for that. Okay, now, genuinely interested, Ben asked a few pointed questions. Lewis claims that despite the official investigation, the executors seem far more interested on keeping an eye on Ertz himself than on guarding the site or uncovering the truth about what happened. It seems the royal executioners are leaning a bit too heavily on their reputation. As for why the heir hasn't yet claimed his family's valuables, Lewis doesn't have a clear answer. Most likely, he's planning to rebuild the ancestral nest once this whole investigation business is over. Agree? Credit where it's due. This time, Lewis actually brought some damn good news. Even if Ben is a little too old now to break into dance. Okay. Mana storage is done. Let me pause this. The big score. That guy is still learning, right? Progress is still high. How long is this gonna last? Do I want to wait? I don't want to wait, right? I should probably just take my opportunity. Is that gonna go away? I don't think that's gonna away, right? I don't think there's a time limit on this. Should I just pass the time and do a different event first? Increase the number of recruits available. Number of weekly contracts, right? Wait, what's the other option? Mercenaries. Unlocks expert training, but I have to go through this one. Unlocks advanced training. I have to go through this to go through this. I can get more barracks. Maybe I can buy more weapons? What is this? What does this mean? What does this mean? More mana? Does that buy more mana? What does this mean? Oh, buy more mana. Oh, okay. This is pants, right? Endurance? Resistance. We should probably get better pants. Who's the guy in front? Oh, I should probably give it to this guy, right? He's the one that gets hit the most often. This guy is what? He's 51? I don't need this, right? This is Endurance 3. I could give it to the priest. Oh, you know what? Let's get rid of this. There we go. Oh, that's Endurance 3. Endurance... She doesn't ever take damage, though, right? She really doesn't take that much damage. Or, sorry, you know, this is the... No. This is the rogue. The frontline guy. And the weakest link. Alright, let's go with that. Alright, let's pass time a little bit and see what happens. I think purple just means... It's like, story base. It's the story mission, right? We have a new recruit? No, right? We have the money to actually get this guy. Does not attack. When receiving a melee attack, strikes back. Requires a melee weapon. Ooh. Pairing stance. When receiving a melee attack, strikes back. Requires a melee weapon. He doesn't attack, though. That does not help. None of these guys are helpful. Pastime. There's no new contract. I think the week has passed. Alright, I think the other guy's done with his deal, right? Nope. Okay. Who's back? The mage is back, right? The mage needs a pair of pants. Okay, hang on. Do I need better weapons? The rogue? What is this? Rogue needs what? Must be a dagger. Dagger 5? Dagger 3? Dagger 3. Jesus Christ, the daggers are all shitty. This guy needs a better bow, right? I mean, this dagger is at least an upgrade from the other dagger. What about shields? This shield is 40, right? Which is better than that one. Okay. I think all of our weapons are top-notch, right? Yeah, we have top-notch weapons. Okay. This guy has no mana left. Oh my goodness. We could probably buy mana for him. Just in case. Wait, can he get mana? How's this mana thing work? I don't know how the mana thing works. Let's pass time, see what happens. Is he regaining mana? How's mana recharge? This is week 3 now, right? It's still there. That hasn't changed. Number of weeks. Contract. Increase the number of recruits available. Increase the contract durations. Let's go ahead and increase that, I guess. I don't have any other contract. I think I have to advance, right? Mana Inspector. An inspector from the Ministry of Magic Protection shows up at the tavern to conduct a routine inspection of the newly built mana storage facility. Ben, being the officially listed head of the organization, is forced to accompany the bureaucrat, answering endless questions about the workers' qualifications and the materials used in the construction, or in construction. After a grueling couple of hours filled with tedious inquiries, the meticulous examination of every corner of the warehouse, the inspector finally gives a satisfied nod and pulls a set of writing tools from inside his coat. Continue. Comfortably seated at one of the tables in the main hall, the metropolitan bureaucrat is hastily applying a report confirming that the premises have passed all necessary inspections. Finally, he lifts his eyes from the paperwork and looks up at Ben. Suddenly, the inspector begins talking about how glad he is that not all citizens of the province are prejudiced against mages. In a slightly ingratiating tone, the bureaucrat suggests that Ben take a more active role in helping the unfortunate and prevent an event that could greatly exacerbate public animosity towards mages. Okay, yeah, sure. Forced to smile, Ben decides to be polite and hear his guests out, especially since the inspection document is still in the inspector's possession. According to the official, a huge whale has been washed ashore by the surf in the northern part of the province. The carcass has a very unusual color, and experts from the ministry claim that during its lifetime, the whale absorbed a large amount of mana waste. Likely what killed it. Keep listening. The stench from the decomposing carcass spreads for miles around, but worse still, according to the same experts, there's a risk that the mana accumulated inside the whale could collapse at any moment, triggering a monstrous explosion and long-term contamination of the surrounding area. Okay. According to the inspector's plan, this is the part where concerned heroes should step in, preventing the impending catastrophe, and at the same time protecting the mage community from the persecution that would surely follow. The official hands the signed inspection document to Ben and looks at him expectantly. Cautiously accept, politely refuse. I guess we can accept it, right? Cautiously accept. Ben barely has time to open his mouth before their conversation is interrupted by Lewis, who is sitting at the next table. The information trader declares that the warehouse was built to store and resell mana as a valuable resource, and that nobody particularly cares about the fate of mages. Interrupting the flustered official, Lewis adds that risking one's life for the good of others is a job for those in power, and if the Lord Viceroy himself doesn't consider the issue worth his attention, then the scale of the crisis must be exaggerated. Clearly upset by the outcome of the conversation, the inspector offers a dry farewell and leaves the tavern, to the laughter of the guests, who clearly do not consider themselves the concerned heroes he was hoping for. Okay. I don't know what that was all about. We don't get a job. I guess since we're not getting paid, Lewis says no go, right? Yep, I can't re-roll this. It's quite interesting. They've got a lot of events in this game. Like, they really must have hired, like, a storyteller to write all sorts of events. I'm quite surprised, and this is only the demo. I can't imagine what the game is like, right? Or I can only imagine the game is going to be super, super massive in stories to tell. Either that or it's going into early access of some sort. I don't know. Quite a lot of stories here. Alright, is there a new one coming up? I don't think the score is going to go away, right? I'm trying to see if there's a new contract. Oh, here we go. The score does not go away. So purple is always there. Honest work. Pest control. What is this? It's only 6 coins. You receive an order of lumber from the nearest forest. Recommend 6. 6 coins? That's it? 35 coins. Okay. Now we're talking. Difficulty normal. Very easy. Okay. There's no difficulty. I think that's just the, this is the campaign quest. Well, let's do pest control. Let's give this guy a test spin. This guy's got a lot of armor. This guy's got a lot of damage. This guy's almost there in upgrades. Or do I take Joffrey? Let's take Joffrey. Let's take Joffrey. Here we go. Oh, there's a clock on the contract too. Do you see that? I noticed there's a spinning clock by the number. Okay, so the purple contract is always going to stay. Mercenaries arrive at the suspected location of the pest's lair. Proceed with the search. Yeah, see, there's a little clock here where it times out. Oh, I could probably... Oh, if I had another... If my barracks was only bigger, I could probably get, like, a second group to do multiple contracts at the same time, right? Yeah, I can see that. Having two different squads running. Interesting. The layers found, all that remains is to destroy the creatures and finish the job. This is kind of like a tycoon game, too. A little bit. Double shots. Random. Lose to defense. Attack is increased. Strikes the weakest. Nice. The double damage dealer archers. Nice. Having two guys attack the weakest is really nice. Sounds like a job for mages, yeah. Oh, you're right. I think the dagger guy could use a shield. You're right. The dagger guy could use a shield. Having slain the last beast, the mercenaries catch their breath with a sense of duty fulfilled returned. I need to buy a shield. Alright, the priest does not attack. 10 to defense of the whole group. Plus 40 morale once per battle, then becomes unavailable. Defense for the whole group. I think this guy could take a dagger, right? Yep, you're right. Good catch. Oh, hey, we got new people. Oh, we don't have the money, though. Well, this guy's very loyal. Wow. I don't have the money, though. I'm kind of afraid to do that. We need more money. Honest work, the 6 coins. 6 coins? Yeah, it's fine. Let's put the mage in here, Gandalf, right? That guy can take a break. That guy can take a break. This guy is what? The guy needs to be in the front, right? Yep, okay. Yeah, it's fine. Honest work, right? Easy work? Does that mean you send 2 parties of 4? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. That's a very good question. I don't know. We'll find out if it's easy or not. The mercenaries arrive at the site, somewhat unsure if this job is really suited to them. The client turns out to be the owner of a nearby sawmill. I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully it's easy. Well, the other one's gone, right? Get down to it. Due to the mishandling a tool, one of the logs slip from the frame and injures a party member. Further work is impossible. The sawmill owner gives the departing mercenaries a reproachful look. Oh, shit. Oh, we got nothing. Fail. Nothing, guys. There was nothing. One evening, Fred, the warehouseman, shares a rumor that someone has been aggressively buying a large quantity of mana across the province. Prices have started to climb, and it might be a good idea to stock up in case an opportunity arises to establish contact with his buyer in the future. Oh. Take note. The unknown buyer is acquiring mana in the shipments of 100 ounces at a time. Once the warehouse has accumulated such a quantity, it may be worth attempting to arrange a deal. Oh, slow down time. We need to buy mana, right? How much storage do we have? I don't know, it's kind of risky. How much is my weekly payment? 27 plus... Oh no, we don't have enough money, right? 7, 8, 9, 2, 3, 39. We overshot, guys. 39. There's a new quest right here. Oh, here we go. Pursuit of Mana. With the price rising, acquiring mana in sufficient quantities is becoming increasingly difficult. Lewis claims that in addition to iron, the northern mines owned by Lord Cunningham secretly yield mana crystals, which are sold on the black market without the ruler's knowledge. Perhaps the enterprising miner could be persuaded to share their profits in exchange for silence. This is a story one, right? And this is also a story. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take this story first. And see what where this leads. Gandalf comes with us, right? Joffrey. Frontline damage dealer. This is the retired gladiator. No, this is the retired gladiator. Michael Dorn, right? Danforth. This guy is the AoEer. Okay. I think this is a fair group. Let's do this. This is not going anywhere. But I need money to pay for my bills. The big score. Okay, a group of mercenaries led by Ben arrives at the Earth's estate. As expected, the surroundings are eerily quiet, and the clouded night sky seems to promise that whatever happens tonight will remain hidden from the light of truth. Head to the mausoleum. Mausoleum, right? Maz. Moving carefully, the party makes their way through what was once a lush garden. The fire that spread from the manor during the attack has left the trees twisted and blackened. Okay, Mausoleum. The fire that spread from the manor through the attack has left the trees twisted and blackened. Their claw-like branches reaching towards the uninvited guest. In the center of the scorched field stands the family crypt. Its solemn presence only adding to the eerie atmosphere. Oh, look at that. After struggling with the iron door's lock for a while, the mercenaries finally descend into the depths of the mausoleum. A long corridor with numerous side passages stretches before them, ending at a massive stone door. A quick search of the side chambers reveals nothing but rows of stone coffins. You know, this game would be really nice if they had, like, some voiceover. Some really well-known actor or something. Would be nice to have, like, a known actor do all this voice acting for us. So I have to read all this. Jesus Christ. Examine the door. Loot the coffin. Examine the door. We don't want to lose loyalty, right? The surface of the stone barrier is covered in intricate carvings, though time has worn away much of the detail. After admiring the craftsmanship for a moment, the party begins searching for a locking mechanism. Strangely, they find none, meaning they have to force their way through using the mining tools they wisely brought along. Okay, well, luckily we brought a mining tool. Get to work. After hours of monotonous pickaxe strikes, the ancient work of art finally gives in. A large chunk of the door collapses inward with a thunderous crash, revealing a small chamber beyond. At its center stands something resembling an altar. Its stone surface draped in a half-decayed crimson cloth. Resting atop, gleaming in the flickering torchlight, is an enormous golden chalice. Inspect the chamber. Aside from the family heirloom, the room contains several locked chests. When the first one is pried open, the mercenaries can barely contain their triumph shouts. It's filled to the brim with coins. Ooh. We've struck gold, guys. Oh, everyone's happy! Everyone's happy. When the reward is worth the effort, even hard labor comes easy. Especially when it involves cracking open a few chests. One by one, the mercenaries' bags filled with coins, while the former vaults of house earths are left empty. Ben, glancing at the glowing wealth of his organization, carefully examines the relic in his hands. Continue. Ben's musing are interrupted by the mercenaries. The party has finished gathering their spoils and is ready to head back. Leave the mausoleum. Cheerfully chanting, the mercenaries make their way to the exit. Outside, the night greets them with a raging storm. Their spirits dip at the thought of the long journey through the downpour, but their bags, overflowing with gold, more than make up for their hardship, return to Venzor. After some time traveling through the forest, the mercenaries spot a flickering light in the distance between the trees. But there is no campfire from late night poachers. It's a wildfire, apparently sparked by a lightning-struck tree. A party member climbs a taller tree and sees a vast wall of flames ahead. Find a detour. Break through directly. What is the least impact? Breakthrough directly? I think this is the least impact, right? Because 30 points is pretty significant on the far left guy. Yeah, alright. Let's go with the bottom. Breakthrough directly with their faces wrapped in damp clothes or cloths. The party pushes through the battlefield of two raging elements. Ben, unaccustomed to such ordeals, somehow managed to avoid injury, though several of the other mercenaries suffer serious burns. At last, the party emerges onto the road to Venzor. Oh dear lord. Cursing the storm that has turned the road into a river of mud, the mercenaries are forced to travel through the forest alongside it. The downpour, darkness, and tall grass obscure their surroundings until one of them suddenly vanishes with a startled cry. Rushing forward, the party member finds their comrade impaled on spikes. Oh shit, guys. Impaled on spikes at the bottom of a wolf pit, cruelly dug by some scoundrel. The wound is severe, but not immediately life-threatening. Okay. From then on, the party moves with far greater caution, bracing for further misfortunes. Their vigilance pays off when they spot a group of figures hiding in the undergrowth near the road. Pass by, try to avoid the encounter, wait it out. Success depends on the average. You know what? We wait it out, right? Nothing happens. Okay, the mercenaries spend several hours in hiding. At last, the unknown figures leave the undergrowth, heading towards Earth's estate. Judging by the ill-raging storm and the weapons in their hands, it's clear they hadn't been taking shelter from the weather. At dawn, the storm finally subsides, allowing the party a brief rest to dry their clothes. After several more hours of travel, they reach the walls of Ben Zor. At the gates, the weary mercenaries are stopped by guards who question their reason for entering. Judging by their rugged appearance and large sacks, the group is mistaken for wandering pilgrims, and the guards demand a toll for passage. Don't pay? Jesus Christ. It gets worse if I take the one in the bottom, right? I don't have much money to... Oh, God. Well, if we don't pay, we fight, right? Let's fight. Convinced that the guardsmen are simply trying to extort money from clueless travelers, Ben demands to speak with a city guard captain. Reluctantly, the guardsmen sent for their superior, who soon arrive with a sour expression and the groggy look of a man rudely awakened from his slumber. Continue. The discussion escalates almost instantly into a shouting match. Even Ben accuses the greedy guards of robbing honest folks instead of hunting down real criminals. In response, the captain scoffs that the church has more gold than it could ever spend and questions whether Ben truly understands the meaning of greedy and honest. At last, Ben convinces the guardsmen that if they want their bribe, they should take it up with the church directly. Ordinary believers hardly have bottomless coffers. Spitting in annoyance, the captain finally orders the party to get out of his sight, and the exhausted mercenaries at last pass through the city gates. Okay. Okay. As the mercenaries make their way to the tavern, a group of shady-looking individuals steps out from one of the allies to block their path. According to them, it's strictly forbidden to carry such large and clearly heavy bags through this particular alley. The violators, they say, must now pay a fee that will supposedly go towards repairing the cobblestones. Oh my God. The booze-reeking face of the thugs casting shadows across the alley make the story somewhat hard to believe. Refuse. Oh my God, if I refuse, the guy in the bottom is gonna desert us. But a 40-point chunk is gonna be major too. The bottom guy is gonna hate us, right? 32 is kind of on the brink of leaving. He's already on the brink of leaving. Agree. Deciding that avoiding a fight is wiser than risking their lives, Ben reaches in his coat his coin pouch to pay the thugs. Unfortunately, in the process, he accidentally drops his travel bag, which lands with a distinct clinking of coins. Exchanging glances, the bandits draw their weapons and lunge at the party. Defend yourselves. Okay. Not terribly bad. We didn't lose actual money. Okay, not terribly bad. You. Double shot. Double shot. Attack the lowest target. Attacks the target with the least amount of health. Least amount of health. You do a swing, right? Yeah, let's just do a swing. Yeah, let's do that, okay. I think everyone's set, right? And this guy... random is fine. Come on, Gandalf. Oh, yeah! That chick is amazing. Look at that Robin Hood down the bottom right there. guy in the back, huh? Oh shit, the mate, or the guy in the back. Oh. That guy dies. Oh shit! Oh shit, guys. We might not make it. On the guy on the left. Oh god. Oh no, we lost! We lost Joffrey! Joffrey died. Joffrey died. Shit, Joffrey's dead. Joffrey's out. Shit, we lost Joffrey. Oh, he's a double dealer, damage dealer too. I'm so sad. Free of another obstacle, the party hastily leaves the alley, worry of reinforcements arriving, or worse, a city guard patrols. Upon finally reaching the tavern, the mercenaries are about to barge inside when Ben, leading the way, suddenly raises a hand to stop them. Frowning, the burly man listens intently to the loud voices echoing from within. Oh, look at that. I have so much money. What's happening? Oh, it's an event. Story. I can't choose this, right? I don't want to lose such a valuable asset. I have something to say. But my mug's a bit empty. Sophia, pour me a drink. Uh-oh. What's happening? What's happening? Don't cry, Sophia. Rattles a bottle under the table sound. What's happening? Ben was very useful. But it's not like he's gonna give up the heap he's hoarded on his own. How could we not help and give him a little push? What's happening? He heard something. The two people betrayed him. Uh-oh, Lewis. Why the hell aren't you dead yet? Oh, Lewis is the traitor. Plot twist! You're supposed to be lying at the bottom of the ravine with your skull cracked open. But that can be fixed. Boys, take him down. Uh-oh. What are you waiting for, you fools? Before we begin, tell me, what was your plan? You get rid of me, take all the money I saved up? Lewis is the bad guy. He's the tutorial guy too, right? He's the tutorial guy. Of course he was useless. You get rid of me and take all the money I saved up? And then pay off the debts, cover the wages? Not much left after that, especially if you split it among everyone. But who's gonna buy information from someone who's betrayed their own buyer? Who's gonna hire the men who kill their employer? So won't you want food and drink a month from now? Will you stop freezing in the winter? And did you warn the others that your cart loaded with our goods is already waiting in the yard? What are they going to do tomorrow when they've run off? Take this too. A shame. I won't get to see how you plan to sell off a noble family's heirloom. I'm done. So what was your plan, blah blah blah, you were going to double cross us? I'll cut that rotten tongue of yours. Everyone's gonna kill him, right? Boys, were you not listening to me? We have to get rid of the body. Find a new informant. Re-establish contacts. Not to mention, we need to restock on booze, which, by the way, you haven't paid for. Maybe we should get to work instead. Lewis, come here. You slipped up. I understand. And I don't want to lose such a valuable asset. You're very important to me. That's why I'll help you protect yourself from this mistake. So you'll never reach for money you haven't earned again. Huh. Everyone's upset at him. Sophie. Huh. What just happened? Epilogue. Oh, it's the end of the demo, guys! We reached the end of the demo, finally. Oh my god. This is a very good game. I highly recommend everyone checking this out. So I didn't do the mana event. There was like a mana event on the board. You smashed his hand. Oh! We smashed his hand. Well, boys, interested in making some money. Interesting. This one seems to be their leader. Oh, what's happening? Somebody just came in. Looks like it. You know him? Nope, never seen him before. Something's happening here. Master Ertz. Oh, we got raided by Master Ertz. We've been Master Ertz. We've taken care of the remaining pretenders. Excellent. Oh shit. Oh shit. Thank you for trying our game. The full release is expected in fall 2025. We'd love to hear your feedback and suggestions. If you enjoyed the game, don't forget to add it to your wish list. This game was amazing, guys. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Wow. That was interesting. I really enjoyed it a lot. Thank you, developers, for sending me the key. Double tap, and then publisher, Valkyrie Initiative. And the demo is available for everyone. Go check it out, add it to your wish list. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Thank you so much.